Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the London Monarchs. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Come on. Slam.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the run. Let's go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
53.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Slam.
On the ground, Geis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check. Kill. Go now. 22 jet bomber. Check back 16.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Let's go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and a yard. Haskins complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is Geis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
It's Geis on the counter. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set, ready. 3. Hey, no more. 3. Mike. Let's go.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check.
Here we go with Geis, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be... Switch gears. Kill.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the 41, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these. Players nowadays at that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Not 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 4, check 4. Flank. Let's find 7.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On first, they go right back to Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, they go to Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go. Wait! It's a party now. It's a party now. Here, long motion. Choose the mic. Here we go. What's that?
Throwing his Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, Wentz again. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And what a big-time play there. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action with Haskins. He finds McCoy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 53.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Rush coming. he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set, hut, and read. Delta. Rip left. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. That's it.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in London, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz completes it to Aguilar. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On the delay, it's Howard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
61, matchbox, white.
Wentz. Aguilar has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
SOS. Mike 2, Mike.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He's coming. Double up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, QB, come on. He's checking. Solid.
To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Past the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They run with Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
He's coming.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here we go. Hey, come on now.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in